Om Stapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Shri Ramakrishna speaking. According to the Shakti cult, the Siddha is called a Kaul, K-O-U-L, Kaul. And according to Vedanta, a Paramahamsa. We saw the meaning of Paramahamsa in the last class. Hamsa is which takes only the white portion of the milk and leave the water. And in the world, who sees only good, Bhadrang karnebi shrunuyama devaha. May we be able to see what is good and auspicious in this world. May we hear what is good and auspicious in this world. In everyone, let me see what is good in them, and never shall my mind search or know what is bad there in the world or in anyone. That is Hamsa. Paramahamsa is supreme swan, one who sees divine everywhere, as if he is seeing God in everything, every object, every life on this earth. He is seeing divine and divine alone. So he is called Paramahamsa, means when a person realizes God, whatever be the meaning we attached individually to the word God, whatever be our understanding, God is the highest and supreme thing which governs the whole universe, who is omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent, omnicompassionate. We call him God. So when we realize that power which is behind the universe and all beings, and dwells in every object and every being, and controls the whole world and destiny of man, to him we call God. So, realizing God, you can imagine what it is. So, realizing God is you become one with God and pervade all that exists. So here we see the perfected soul in Vedanta is called Paramahamsa, and in Shakta cult is called Kaul. The Bauls call him Sai. Bauls are the people who go about singing the glories and names of God with a small ektara in their hand, and all through they live on alms here and there and continue their journey throughout the day. So they call him, they are a kind of devotees who do not possess anything nor want to possess anything, but with bare minimum living, depending on God for everything, they move about in this world. So they are as if they are very close to God, they are devotees of God who have in a way renounced everything for God and like a child depending on mother for everything. It doesn't earn, it doesn't cook, It doesn't do any activities, but Mother supplies everything. So such people, the bowls, B-A-U-L, bowls, call him Sai. We have heard many times in Hindi word, Urdu word, Sai. They say no one is greater than a Sai. The Sai is a man of supreme perfection. Supreme perfection means, when we use the term perfection, it has all qualities of excellence. And then anything, when it attains perfection, it reaches it. Now, ore is there, say gold ore, iron ore. Now, when this ore is broken, when metal is taken out, you can see the metal has come, all the dust and dirt has gone away. It is moving towards perfection. Now, when this is flattened or made into sheets, made into cups and glasses, made into plates, and when it's shining all through, never to corrode again, we call it as reached its perfection. And iron ore, which is there as a rock, it is crushed, iron is taken out. Leave it anywhere, it rusts. Now, a small quantity of nickel and chromium and such things are added, it never gets rusted. We call it stainless steel. With that, whatever objects we want to make, whether it is a art piece or a vessel or a plate or some images, whatever you want to do, when it is done, shining, fine, refined, everything, it is kept there to be viewed and used. We call it has attained perfection. Like that human, when all the dirt has gone away and it has become so pure. What is this purity? It is manifesting divinity in every bit, at all levels of his existence. Body is divine, his speech is divine, his mind is divine, his intellect is divine, his senses are divine, he thinks divine, his heart feels divine. Whatever you think of him is divine and divine. So that kind of divinity manifested, we call perfection, a perfected, supreme perfection. Sai is a man of supreme perfection. He does not see any differentiation in the world. He wears a necklace, one half made up of cow bones and the other of the sacred Tulsi plant. He calls the ultimate truth Alek, the incomprehensible one, which you can never know what it is ultimately. You can reach, you can experience, but you can say this is this and nothing else. The Vedas call it Brahman. Alek Niranjan, we say, no? Alek, Brahman. About the Jivas, the bowls say, they come from Alek and go on to Alek. That is to say, the individual soul has come from the unmanifest and goes back to unmanifest. The bowls will ask you, do you know about the wind? The wind means great current that one feels in the subtle nerves, Ida, Pingala and Sushumna, when the Kundalini is awakened. So many things we are coming across. They call him Alek. From all beings come from Alek and the unmanifest and back to unmanifest Alek. Now the manifest and unmanifest. We commonly see and use every day, every moment nowadays, all people, a cell phone, mobile cell phone. And when we speak, anything we speak is audible, it is perceivable. So it is vyakta, it is manifest. The sound is manifest because I can perceive through my senses. Manifest. And the cell phone, what does it do? It receives the sound which is manifest and converts it to unmanifest. Manifest is localized. When it becomes unmanifest, it becomes all-pervading. Your speech can never be seen what the cell phone has done. It has converted into unmanifest and it is flowing in all directions. It goes on and on and on, being boosted here and there by towers, caught by towers, and it spreads. You can never see. The person whom you are rang, his cell phone also is pervaded by these waves, which we cannot see. It's unmanifest. None of your senses can see them. Neither the senses nor mind can see it, nor the intellect. Nothing, you have no means of perceiving it. Some machines may be able to detect, like as good as, say, cell phone on the other side, receiving it, making it sound. Here some signals are caught and again manifest in an instrument to know that they are there. Otherwise you cannot know. It remains unmanifest and then it disappears in unmanifest, as unmanifest. Now, the cell phone whom you are ringing up, it has the power to convert the unmanifest into manifest again. The sound waves which were traveling as unmanifest, reaching the phone whom you rang up, it converts the unmanifest into manifest. You can hear the sound again. This is unmanifest and manifest. It makes manifest, unmanifest, and makes unmanifest into manifest. So far off you can reach. So this is the unmanifest. For unmanifest, the all beings come. The whole universe appears. It manifests. And again it goes back to unmanifest. When we sleep, our individual consciousness is withdrawn. It reaches a last point, shrinking back, leaving all the layers that cover our soul and becomes one with the soul, the pure spiritual existence. It has become unmanifest. Again it projects and pervades the causal body, Karana Sharira. All thoughts and memories, knowledge, identity, all come to activated state. then mind and senses, they take the physical form of words, and it can work if this hardware is available. Then it touches the physical body, which is hardware. There it manifests. I am conscious of this world. I can think, I can talk, I can see, I can hear, I can walk, I can move, I can do anything. How they manifest and unmanifest. So our consciousness is manifest consciousness. When it is withdrawn in sleep, it enters into unmanifest of all-pervadingness. So this is a manifest. From there, unmanifest, absolute existence, the relative existence projects forth. So from a lake, they come goes back unto the unmanifest, the lake. The bowls will ask you, do you know about the wind? What do they mean by wind? Sri Ramakrishna is telling, the wind means the great current that one feels in the subtle nerves, Ida, Pingala and Sushumna, when the Kundalini Shakti is awakened. What is this Kundalini Shakti? We are divine absolute, infinite, eternal existence. Infinite, eternal, one without a second. And just like an ocean of water, a drop in it, which is ocean. There is no duality of any type. Boundless ocean, and ocean alone. In that one drop of water becomes ice. Immediately, this droplet becoming ice, immediately sees it has become small. So tiny I have become. I was infinite. What happened to me? This is Jiva's formation. If it has the knowledge of this being one with that, oh, what does it matter? After I am water in another form, it immediately dissolves. If it accepts that I have become a tiny being in this vast existence, at once it will enter into the relative existence, the universe. And the power which made it into a jiva, into an individual consciousness, a part of consciousness as if when it comes, and that power which has made the unmanifest to manifest, which has made the infinite appear the finite, that power remains with it to take it back to the, just like we pump water in a tank high above. The energy which we supply for the water to get filled there remains there with the water to bring the water out again down to the earth through the pipes, the energy through a tap. This energy which remains with the water is bringing it back. It was sent from here, it went and stayed there, it was released. And similarly, Jiva has come from the infinite. It remains here, passing through so many experiences. It struggles to go back. When struggle comes to go back, this energy is released. This energy is called Kundalini Shakti. Kundalini it is called because it's like a wound spring. In earlier days we used to have clocks with a coiled spring. We used to wind it. Now also toys and all children use. We wind it and keep. It unfolds. Clockworks. This is coiled spring. Similarly, the energy remains in the coiled state. When it is released, it takes back to the infinite eternal existence. The soul is said to have released, liberated from this cycle of birth and death, from transmigration. All this play was going on, thinking that I am finite. Now, when this is being released, it gets back its memory. It gets back its lost identity. I am that. Aham Brahmasmi. I am that. That identity it gets back. This is called release. Now, it is consciousness Chaitanya. I am Chaitanya Swarupa. I am pure consciousness. I am spirit, not matter, but enclosed in matter, as if enclosed, like space. Space in a pot. It looks pot space. But pot space cannot be cut into pieces. The space pervading the pot within, because you cannot cut, you cannot separate. It is one with the external space and the beyond. This pot space is this we call individual consciousness. The infinite consciousness is always one with the space of the room and beyond infinite. So it's one with the Ishvara and Brahman. But it looks like as if it is enclosed. Pot space is enclosed within the pot. It appears to be. Sri Ramakrishna gives the example. A stick is placed in a bucket of water. The stick, if you see from above, it looks as if water is divided into two parts. But if you see from bottom, it is not at all split. It is one. Stick is just floating on that. It appears to have this appearance. It gets lost and gets the knowledge, supreme knowledge. I am that. So now this consciousness, when pot is there, when we observe the space, it is not cut and put inside this pot. It is pervading the pot and pervading the hall, pervading everything that exists. Space. Like that Chaitanya is pervading the bodily existence. It looks as if it is dwelling within. No, when you look, the Chaitanya or the spirit, it is pervading and it's all pervading. Now in this bodily existence, it constantly flows like a magnetic wave. In a magnet, when you see magnet, how the magnetic lines of force, north to south, how they are continuously flowing. Like that infinite, eternal consciousness, we are linked to the Absolute. From the Absolute, the infinite consciousness is as if flowing, 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 making everything conscious. Body is conscious, mind is conscious. These are all matter. But it has become conscious because consciousness is flowing through it. Magnetic needles, ordinary needles, it is not magnetized. Just touches the magnet, all become magnet. Disconnect, they are iron pieces. Touch, they have become magnet. Like that is our existence. Touch is making it appear that way. So this touch, now the consciousness is flowing. This flow is happening from the core of your existence. It is manifesting, just like blood flows through veins and arteries, and nervous system is there, nervous conduction is going on, digestive system is working, food is going, respiratory system is there. Like that, consciousness also flows. This consciousness through which it cannot be seen, but it pervades, passes through, pervades the whole thing, making every cell conscious. So this flow happens through, just like the nervous system has its canal, blood system has its canal, breathing system has its canal, all things. Just similarly, there are canals or pipes like through which consciousness flows. Neither the pipe can be seen, nor its root can be seen, but later on you will identify it as nadis. So these nadis are where the consciousness is flowing. So those nadis, when the consciousness is constantly flowing, you will see a current flowing. That Sri Ramakrishna is explaining here as what he wants to say, this flow of wind. The wind is referred to the flow of consciousness through its own canal. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.